Apothecary Muse with Erin Hughes. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your business and the history of it?
Sure. Well, thanks for coming around Reynolds Street. I guess my business started as a hobby, spending a lot of time in hardware stores and art supply stores, and I really wanted to learn how to make my own mediums. And eventually, for practicality, took over, and I started making things that I needed for everyday use. So soap was definitely one of those, and that was probably about the 90s that I started making soap, and mostly for personal use or for friends and family, and it transitioned very slowly into a business in 2013. And it was 2016, so not that long ago, that I rebranded and then transitioned out of my home into this space here. And this place is still very, very much shifting, but it's more production than retail.
So you make soaps, you make other products, lip balms,
Yes.
Sunscreen,
Yeah.
shampoos.
Shampoo
So
bar.
one of my favorite products that I recently purchased from here is a shampoo bar. And so if you want to work to reduce your carbon footprint, reduce the amount of plastic consumption that you have in your life, I think a shampoo bar is a really interesting way. All these soaps are a really interesting way to sort of tackle it from that angle, and you're fully sustainable, right? You're very mindful of
I
all
think
of that.
so, yeah. I feel like it's a work in progress. Like, we're always learning new ways to be more sustainable, using less plastic, reducing carbon footprint with getting things delivered. So it's as much as I know, yeah, I'm doing my best.
So tell us a little bit about how people can find you or order from you, or what your pickup process looks like as well.
Yeah, since my production studio is mostly off limits to customers, I do have a pickup window, which is over there, and people can come pick up orders locally if they order through my website, apothecarymuse.com, and when they go to their checkout screen, there will be an option for local pickup in the shipping options. You do have to use a local shipping address, but if you're local and you want to pick it up to save the carbon, reduce carbon footprint and save some extra cash, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 4 to 6 is the available window.
Awesome. And then one last question. I understand that you did some donations, or during the COVID crisis, that you were really active in making some donations. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So part of the process of soap making specifically is that I do a lot of trimming to make it feel good in your hand, and those little trim bits, the little soap shavings I call them, they pile up, and like right now, I'm going to show it to you. I thought you might ask. I just save them in a bin, and this is just from like a month.
Wow.
These little soap shavings, and when this gets full, that ends up being about 8 pounds, and I use an equal amount of just like an olive oil batter, and then I stir them into bars, into loaf molds, so that I have new soap, and then that doesn't cost really anything. So I just wrap it and I donate it to, I've donated to Prasad, Jubilee Soup Kitchen, Power, and I think there's another one in the works, but I don't want to spill the beans yet. But yeah, when this is full, it'll go. So yeah.
So Apothecary Muse, right off of Reynolds Business District, on Gettysburg technically, and local business, local entrepreneur, making a great product, great for yourself, great for gifts. Highly recommend it. So come on down.
Thanks.
We're here at Pino's in the middle of Point Breeze on Reynolds Street, and it's a neighborhood institution. Can you tell us a little bit about the history of Pino's?
Oh, absolutely. Back in 1994, it was just a little spot, a little cubicle across the street that was for rent. I started a pizza business in there, in a small little community of Point Breeze, and it's just been a wonderful reception from the community all these years. For 26 years now.
We're in our 27th year.
27th year. We've been nothing but a work in progress. It's getting better with our food, and the craft of hospitality is what we're all doing really well these days. But nonetheless, 25 years. Mayor Bill Peduto came and knocked on our door with our proclamation that we just celebrated 25 years. So it was quite a momentous it was nice to be recognized for our history here in the community.
Yeah, I remember when Bill used to come into the
Yeah.
pizzeria getting slices of pizza on Saturday at lunchtime. So
you have neighbors who come in.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that a big base?
We know
Customer base?
a lot of people by name, by first name. We love them. They're sort of our professional extension of what we do here. you
yeah,
know.
and we've watched a lot of kids grow up. When they used to come to the takeout and delivery pizzeria, we have some families. Their parents would bring them in their little red flyer wagons with bottles of wine, of course. Not for the kids, but when we had our takeout and delivery pizzeria across the street. But now the kids are graduating from college to see a generation like that, and now we have our own kids in college, and now we've become a destination restaurant, which has been really great as well.
What I also wanted to add is that our history has been so long in the community that we're sort of the staple, just like owning a home here through these years. And the beautiful thing about it is it's not a high volume, high traffic area. It's a very quaint, quiet neighborhood, very peaceful. Everyone is very cordial and friendly towards everybody, and just always in the spirit of celebration that we're in Point Breeze. And I think that's one of the things that makes this little block so comfortable for a lot of our customers.
Absolutely. It really does feel like you're a member of the community. And I
Oh,
felt that.
totally. We have been for how many years? 27?
We're in our
Wow.
27th year.
27, yeah.
So, and I also know that you would like to give back to the community in so many ways. I mean, one specific way I can think of is that you've hosted community meetings here. If we need space for 100 people, I mean,
Yep.
clearly not now, but when we were all able to gather in groups, you've hosted those kind of meetings.
Yeah, we did one of the Solar Point Breeze kickoff meetings, and we've also been active with Father Donnelly and the Red Door Ministries. We probably did about 4 or 5 events where we prepared food for Red Door Ministries for the homeless downtown. So, and we're going to be working very soon with 412 Food Rescue. Thanks to you.
A theme that you are going to be hearing from a lot of these businesses is that they are going through their own clear struggles.
Yeah.
Everyone is right now during COVID, but also giving back in amazing ways. That's incredible. Now I have to ask, is there a favorite dish that you have?
Oh my God.
Can you choose a favorite?
It's like do you pick between your daughter and your son? What do you like? What do you love more? And it's just one of the nice things about what I like to represent for the community is literally handcrafted, honest food, 100% in house. Our breads carry our signature flavors. Our sauces have been consistent for years, and it's the flavor profiles where I think is where it's at. The fact that we make our own pasta and that we extend our food in a way that is truly, frankly, I get excited myself because the reward is so wonderful. People have been so well complimentary and flattering to the fact that we're doing what we do the way we do it. And I think that's also part of where the community's got very comfortable and confident with my menu and my food style.
Definitely. So come on down to Pino's. You can dine in limited sizes and numbers inside, outdoor dining, or carry out.
Absolutely.
Totally,
Thank
whatever
you.
we need to do to make people happy.
Thank you,
Remember what
Erica.
I just said.
Thank you.
All right. All right, so we're here with Trey at Commonplace Coffee, and we're on Reynolds Street in Point Breeze. So Trey, tell us a little bit about how long you've been on Reynolds and at Point Breeze, and a little bit of history of this store as well.
So we took over this location here after Make Your Mark. We've been here for a little over 2 years. We had our anniversary not that long ago. It was actually during the pandemic.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. We're a coffee company. But we're also a roaster. We have 5 locations in the city and 2 locations in Indiana.
So you are a roaster that provides coffee both at your stores, right? But to other coffee
Oh yeah,
stores
yeah.
as well, right?
We provide coffee and all types of supplies and maintenance throughout the entire city. In fact, if you're at any coffee shop and you get oat milk, it's from us.
Did not know that.
Yeah, our coffee company is kind of like trying to help everyone. You know, our slogan is solid ground for all. Yeah.
Is there anything that that differentiates your coffee beans and your coffee from other places that people might go to?
We try to make our coffee as we try to find the middle ground between like expertly made third wave coffee shop and also like fully accessible to the Starbucks drinker. You know, like trying to find the entry point for that.
I find that's true. I mean, I have been picking up beans from you all for a while now, and you know, it's just there's so many to choose from. There's really great descriptions, and I feel like a lot of them are, you know, it's part of the proceeds go to a really good cause, whether it's a local cause or another cause. So
Yeah.
it feels really good to buy beans from you, buy coffee from you,
Mm-hmm.
and
Thank
it's
you.
delicious. Very, very good. So, is there a favorite product or favorite coffee that you have right now?
So currently in the summertime, a drink I made myself is the Summer Breeze, which is bitter lemon Neutrona soda with a shot of espresso and a like raw sugar simple syrup. It's great for hot weather.
Sounds amazing. So you can come to Commonplace in Point Breeze, sit outside on their back patio, sit out front if you'd like, order online or in person, credit card only. Everyone's staying very safe, so you know, it's outdoor seating and pick up and go if you want.
Yeah.
All right, come on down.
We are here in Juju with Leslie, and this is an amazing, amazing store in Point Breeze on Reynolds Street. So Leslie, tell us a little bit about the history of Juju and kind of what you offer here.
Okay, Juju is named after my cat. I had gone to school for fashion merchandising, and the first time I even like sort of considered it was we did a product line development class, and we had to kind of build our business, build our product line. And I was like, well, I guess I'll name it Juju because it's my girl, you know? So after graduating, I did a lot of vintage. I was very much involved in vintage selling and buying, collecting, curating. And always wanted to move back to Pittsburgh and start a business. And I originally opened up the shop in 2016 with vintage clothes, vintage home decor and jewelry, as well as tarot cards and oracle decks and crystals and ritual candles and the like. I call it a ceremonial lifestyle store for people that are wanting to live intentionally, that live by, you know, sort of this coexisting space in the universe, this sort of reciprocity as well. That makes any sense to you?
Wow.
So it's like give and take.
I feel like most people living through this moment in the United States and this world could use this store a little bit more than they do right now. So thank you for offering that.
Absolutely. And so kind of my place in the community is to offer services for folks that are wanting to become more mindful, intentional, again, as I said, becoming self-aware, kind of coming more into what I refer to as like this high self energy. So we have our ego energy, sort of this like Jungian philosophy of your ego, and then you aspire to kind of move out of that into becoming self-aware into your high self. And that's kind of what this shop represents. So it's about living your life with ritual, living your life with ceremony, making even the mundane very special and meaningful in your life.
Amazing, amazing stuff. And so, is there anything that you are offering now that you want people to know about? I understand there's a special on Saturday, but is there anything else going on that you think people should be aware of during this sort of challenging time?
Yeah, I'm a tarot reader, and so I offer tarot reading services, which for me, a lot of people think, oh, you're a fortune teller. Tarot for me is more of a an alternative to therapy. It's a self-awareness tool that you can use to kind of look at your shadow side or your light side self, because we are both aspects. And it helps us to kind of bring alignment in seeing what's kind of happening in our present moment and how we can work with it. So tarot services are available and open for the rest of the year. I also do something called a spell session where I work with people one-on-one to develop ritual for their life. And then, of course, we're doing the sidewalk sale, our semi-annual sidewalk sale, which would coordinate typically with the neighborhood sales. Point Breeze usually does their annual sidewalk sale, yard sales in September. And I just thought, well,
I think we can still do that safely with masks and being outside. So that'll happen this Saturday. And you know, I'm here in the community. I offer free tarot reading and healing services to Black and POC folks. A portion of our sales every month goes back into the Black and POC community. I like to do it on a national level, and I like to do it on a local level as well. Because Juju ultimately comes, although it's a French word by origin, it was adopted by West African culture. And it's to speak about a talisman of protection. A lot of people think about Juju as energy, and that's exactly what it is.
So an amazing store, but also an amazing resource for people hidden in plain sight in here in Point Breeze. Come and become a better person, a more mindful person by coming to Juju.